Congratulations on the purchase of your new Cram-A-Lot horizontal 2-ram baler. Adhering to the following guidelines will ensure safe, trouble-free operation for many years of service. The Cram-A-Lot horizontal 2-ram baler is designed to meet or exceed ANSI safety standards. By following the operational and safety procedures recommended by JV Manufacturing, you will be able to safely and efficiently operate your baler. All operators of the baler must read and understand the owner's manual before operating the baler. Please remember these 4 points. Number 1, your baler is to be used for recyclables only, such as cardboard and shrink wrap. Number 2, it is unlawful for anyone under the age of 18 to operate this equipment. Number 3, only authorized, trained technicians are allowed to work on your equipment. And number 4, never allow work to be done on this equipment without performing the lockout-tagout procedure. For your safety, please view this video in its entirety. Now let's look at how the baler operates in normal everyday usage. We caution you to allow only trained employees over the age of 18 to operate this baler. While we are looking at the control panel, let's discuss the features and their functions. When the power is turned on to the baler, turn the keyed selector located below the touchscreen to the on position. Make sure the emergency stop mushroom button is in the run position. Anytime the equipment is operating, the emergency stop mushroom button can be pushed to stop all operations. When the boot up process is complete and the main menu screen is visible, you can begin the necessary setup steps to bale your material. If Spanish is required, touch the word Español in the upper left corner. To return to English, touch the word English. For proper operation, the green wire home light indicator must be solid green. If the wire is not in the home position, there will be only a green border. If it is not solid, you should go to the manual controls screen to manually operate the wire tire and set the wire home position. We will discuss the manual controls later. We are now going to customize the setup for your operations. Touch the Setup button to navigate to the setup screen, or you can touch the Wire Tie Setup button to go to the screen to set the number of wire ties needed. In the Setup screen, you will set the main ram, the eject ram, and the separator gate baling positions. You will also select your conveyor options that work best for your baling material and the way you load the conveyor. Touch the Hold to Set Eject Ram button. The motor will start, and the eject ram will advance or retract, as shown in the ram position indicator, until a solid green dot appears above the push button. Touch the Hold to Set Main Ram button. The motor will start, and the main ram will advance or retract, as shown in the ram position indicator, until a solid green dot appears above the push button. Touch the Hold to Set Gate Down button. The motor will start and the gate will close until a solid green dot appears above the push button. Touch the conveyor speed adjustment push buttons to increase or decrease the maximum speed of the conveyor belt. Touch the conveyor delay button to toggle on or off. If the conveyor delay is off, the conveyor will continuously run during the main ram compaction cycle. If the conveyor delay is on, the conveyor feed will delay when the main ram is extending into the compaction chamber and resume when the ram begins to retract. The Tire Mode Auto button should have a border around it, indicating that the wire tire is in the auto mode. If the border is not visible or if you are unsure, touch the button. The green wire home light indicator must be solid green, and the malfunction indicator should only have a red border. If the malfunction indicator is solid red, there may be a problem with the wire tire. To reset the wire tie malfunction, turn the power off, then back on, or in the manual screen and in the tire mode manual, you can manually sequence the wire tire. Touch the Go to Wire Tie Setup button to navigate to the screen to set the number of wire ties needed, or touch the Return to Main Menu button. In the Wire Tie Setup screen, select the number of ties needed to hold the baled material together. For example, you would select 5 straps if you are baling cardboard, or you would select 12 straps to hold together a bale of PET. The options of 7 or 10 straps are also available to you. If needed, you may adjust the position of the first and last straps up to 5 inches by touching the arrows above the picture of the bale. Each number 0 through 20 is equal to 1/4 of an inch. Now, let's initialize the auto cycle. Touch and hold the Auto Start push button. If setup is not complete, the phrase Run Setup will appear on the screen. Navigate back to the setup screen and repeat the setup sequence. Touch and hold the Auto Start push button for 20 seconds. You will see the countdown counter on the screen count down from 20 to 0. The audible alarm can be heard beeping for 5 seconds, and the flashing beacon can be seen on top of the main control panel. When the countdown count reaches 0, the phrase Auto On will appear on the screen, and the audible alarm will sound again. Release the Auto Start button. The baler is now set and ready for material. Touch the push button labeled Dashboard to navigate to the dashboard screen where the baler operation can be monitored. The belt speed percent gauge shows the speed of the conveyor belt. If you manually jog the conveyor forward or reverse while in motion, the belt will travel 50% of the preset maximum conveyor speed. The oil temperature gauge shows the temperature of the hydraulic oil in the reservoir. The oil cooler fan will not run until the oil reaches a temperature of 110 degrees and higher. The hydraulic PSI gauge shows the hydraulic system pressure. The bale made percent gauge shows the completeness of the bale. The reset bale made percent will reset the gauge. In normal operation, the bale made gauge will automatically reset after each bale. The Tie Bale Now button can be used to initiate the tie eject sequence before the bale is complete. You can use this at any time. However, for better handling results, it is recommended that the bale be at least 65% complete. The button is red when the bale is 0 to 64% complete. The button is yellow when the bale is 65 to 84% complete. And the button is green when the bale is 85% complete or higher. Touching the Tie Bale Now button will navigate you to a screen where you can use the number pad to enter the password 0427, then touch ENT. A Tie Now button will appear. You can select the number of ties needed to secure the material, or touch Tie Now to begin the eject and tie sequence. Or touching Cancel on the number pad will return you to the dashboard screen. The oil level gauge shows how many gallons of oil are in the reservoir. A filter life percent gauge monitors the pressure on the oil filter housing. The oil should be warm and the baler must be cycling when reading this gauge. When the needle drops below 20%, the filter cartridge should be replaced. Touching the Stop button will stop the baler motor and the conveyor and will disable auto cycle. If you touch the Stop button, auto cycle must be reinitialized. Touching the Start Cycle button will cycle the baler just as if the baler photo eye has been blocked by material being loaded into the charge chamber. The ram position indicators show the positions of the eject and main rams. When the bar turns yellow, it indicates the ram is inside the packing chamber. If the main ram cutter bar cannot cut through the material, the baler will stop and a red jam indicator will be blinking on the dashboard screen. If this happens, navigate back to the main menu. Then go to the manual control screen and operate the baler in manual mode to clear the jam. Once the jam is cleared, reinitialize Auto Start to resume baling. At the top of the screen, the strap count displays the number of wire ties that were pre-selected in the Wire Tie Setup screen. Next to the strap count indicator is a conveyor Go/No-Go button that can be used to control the conveyor feed. Then, the bale count can be used as a daily bale-made totalizer and can be reset back to 0. If the conveyor is running, but there is not any material being loaded onto it for 10 minutes, the conveyor will stop and the conveyor timeout button will appear. Touch the button to restart the conveyor. During the bale eject sequence, the yellow strap button will appear. Touching the strap button will add an additional wire strap to the bale. Now let's look at manual operation. If needed, the manual operation is available for maintenance issues such as clearing jams, cycling wire tire, jogging the conveyor, and general routine maintenance. As a reminder, never allow work to be done on this equipment without performing the lockout-tagout procedure. Now, let's look at the features for manual operation. From the main menu, touch the Manual Controls button. At the manual screen, you can manually operate the baler and control the operation of the main ram extend and retract, eject ram extend and retract, and gate up and down. Now, let's look at each individual option. For cutter bar adjustment, touch Start to start the motor. Then touch the Cutter Bar Maintenance button to set the main ram position so maintenance can be performed on the cutter bar. Remember, only authorized trained technicians are allowed to work on your equipment. Jog conveyor. To operate the conveyor jog, touch Conveyor Jog Set Forward, then touch and hold Conveyor Jog to advance the belt up the incline. Or touch Conveyor Jog Set Reverse, then touch and hold Conveyor Jog to reverse the direction. In jog mode, the conveyor will only run half speed. Also, to jog the conveyor, there is no need to start the baler motor. Wire tire. To manually operate the wire tire, touch Start to start the motor, then touch Tire Mode Manual. If the green wire home light is not solid green, you can advance the wire around the track by touching and holding Feed Fast or Feed Slow. When the end of the wire reaches the home position, the green wire home light will change to solid and the wire will stop feeding. Touching the tension button will tighten the wire around the baled material. Touching the knot button will twist and cut the wire. Touching the knot return button finishes the wire tie sequence. Now, touch and hold Feed Fast or Feed Slow to advance the wire around the track until the end of the wire reaches the home position and the green wire home light changes to solid and the wire stops feeding. If Tire Mode Auto is on, you can touch the strap button. The wire will sequence automatically by tensioning the wire around the baled material, twisting the knot, and cutting the wire, then advancing the wire around the track to the home position. Customer service. If you have questions about the operation of your baler, want to schedule maintenance on your baler, or to order wire, you can do so by touching the Customer Service push button located on the main menu. Navigate to the Customer Support screen, where you will find the Cram-A-Lot Customer Service contact information. You may also go to the company website, www.cramalot.com, to download the customer service application. Touch the I/O push button to navigate to the Input-Output monitoring screen for technical status information, as well as your lifetime hour meter and finished bale counter. JV Manufacturing is proud of the workmanship that has gone into your Cram-A-Lot baler. We appreciate your company choosing our product.